Guess who just changed his mind on what he wants for breakfast? I asked boys, do you want oatmeal or do you want cereal? Henry said oatmeal. He hasn't had it for a while, and you have already been fed. Do not try to trick our friends. I think they know you pretty well too. And you have treats. You still have a couple left over. Don't know why you're meowing. Put your 2 cents in. Okay, so I'm just trying to get a bowl from the clean dishes without everything coming down at once, because I brought Henry his oatmeal. I brought Casey his cereal first while the kettle heated up, and I bring Henry his oatmeal like 2 minutes later, and Casey was like, oh, I don't want Frosted Flakes anymore, I want oatmeal. And I'm like, I know, that's what's like having kids. I asked him, I'm like, and I asked, do you want oatmeal or do you want cereal? So guess who gets to have Frosted Flakes this morning? This girl right here. This mom. Yeah, so it doesn't go to waste. Whatever. A dull moment. Okay, stay until I get to the rest of you. Oh my gosh, it's like playing Jenga with the dishes. Alright, so I'm going to do that because the kettle is still warm. But, yeah. That's our daily routine. That's our morning routine. Yes, and sometimes they change their mind. And then you just go, why? But I asked you, It's like, okay, you're lucky you're cute, And that I like Frosted Flakes. So, oatmeal, anybody? Let's go do that. And maybe sit down for a couple of minutes. Yeah. Honey wants apple juice. Okay, I'm gonna do that. And oh yeah, and I made a mess with the Frosted Flakes too. Yeah. I know I did. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not a morning person. They're great. Oh, as long as they're not soggy, I'll eat them. You do the birdies? Alright, I'll sit down for a couple minutes before they want something else, or before they have to start getting ready. Thank goodness tomorrow's Friday. Yeah. Whoa. Hello.
Can you go fishing today?
The best sound in the morning is your coffee brewing. Yummy. It's gonna be waiting for us. Are you coming to school too, kitty cat? Huh? What's going on? Huh? That snow pile is disappearing. And smaller. And shrinking. You ready to come? You got a couple of minutes, you can play outside. Okay, Gandalf. Hey, Gandalf. Breaking the ice. Careful! You almost went flat on your butt.
Daddy, can we play Pokemon tomorrow?
We're actually on time today. Shocker. Happens once in a blue moon. We're actually on time. And this is what we do when we have a couple of minutes to spare. Break the ice with a broom stick. Yeah. Okay, careful. I don't want you to slip and go, you know, complat. Boys. Oh, life with boys. There is literally never a dull moments with boys. No. That's what it takes to create joy. Ice and a broomstick and cracking the ice. Simple things like that. Boys just love to destroy things. Yes, they do. Good morning and welcome back to the channel, Coffee with Stephanie. I'm Stephanie. And you saw our fur kid, Lois Lane, Miss Lois there, and our two boys, Henry and Casey, and my hubby Aurelian. He just went to drop them off to school. They are officially off to school and they're actually on time. I'm shocked. I'm not sure if we're living in the twilight zone, you know, because we're actually on time, because the majority of the time we are late. So everybody has been late ever since we start back in school learning, you know. So yeah, even the buses are still late. So yeah. So it's like, okay, if the buses are still late, okay, I don't feel as bad, you know. So yeah, welcome to my channel. If you are new and this is your first time watching, hit that subscribe button. I'll be happy to have you and we can have a cup of coffee and a chat every morning. I look forward to them every morning. Today I have Forky. I don't know about this. And get me out of here. Yeah, get me out of here. Oh, it's so good. When you have the right creamer, it's delicious. Yeah. Yeah, so hit that subscribe button and I'll be happy to have you and welcome you to my YouTube family, and we can get to know each other, because more friends and more cups of coffee in the merrier in this crazy upside down roller coaster. You know, really nothing should surprise us anymore kind of world, you know, because it's just, yeah, it's just that kind of world we live in. Yeah. No, for now. Hopefully we get back to normal. But then again, what is normal? I forget. It's been so long. Yeah, so you can see my Dumbo right there by my bell, and then there's Minnie Mouse right there. Yeah, Dumbo came out of the wash because we washed him. I found him at Valley Village and we washed him. We just let him we hung him to dry. And yeah, so I just put him there. The boys haven't really claimed him, and I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going to put him when we get, because we are in the process of redoing our room. Like, I'm cleaning it right now and getting it ready to paint, and I want to buy new comforter and closet organizers, and I need to buy a curtain rod, and I need a nightstand. That I still have to find, but everything else I have found. You know, it's just a nightstand. But hopefully when I go thrifting, I should maybe look at Goodwill, because Goodwill usually tends to have more furniture pieces than Valley Village. So yeah, so that's really the only thing I have to track down, or keep an eye on Facebook Marketplace maybe. Yeah, and the comforter I picked out is like it's a quilt. It's more like a quilt, and it's like not as heavy as a comforter, and it'll be perfect for spring and like summer. And it's like patchwork, and I kind of love it. It kind of like has that vintage feel to it, you know, and I love that. And it's kind of like blues and grays, and Dumbo would be perfect, you know, just place them right where the pillows are. Yeah, so that, I think that's going to be his forever home, you know, if the boys don't claim him. But so far they haven't, and I'm surprised, you know. I'm okay with that because I'll claim him. Yeah. I don't like the movie, but I love the character. He is cute. So yeah. Actually, I owned that movie. I remember buying it after work, and when it first came out on DVD. And then when I had kids, I got rid of it, because it's just, you know, he gets taken away from his mama. And speaking of Miss Lois, here she is, bird watching and squirrel watching. They're out there right now. Yeah, and plus it's like, how how did this movie, like along with other Disney movies like Pinocchio, you know, how did those movies get made? I guess the standards weren't set so high back then, you know, because especially with the scene, like, you know, not only is like the scene like, you know, heartbreaking when he gets taken away, his, you know, separated from his mother, you know, that's heartbreaking, you know, tear up. But after you have kids, you know, you're more emotional and you connect to those characters like it's happening to you, and it's like, oh no, I ain't watching that again. You know. And but there's that one scene in Dumbo where Dumbo and the mouse, they get drunk, you know, and it's like, how did that get made, you know? Like, and we grew up watching these movies, you know. And the same with Pinocchio, you know. Pinocchio got drunk too, you know. He got a little tipsy there, yeah. and they were smoking cigars, you know. Like, yeah. So that's why I was like, how did that get made, you know? But back then, I guess, you know, standards weren't set so high; they were set low. So yeah, that's my movie. Yeah, I will watch it. No. Mm-mm. But I do love the character. He's cute. Last night, Aurelian put the boys to bed. And it's nice to have, because usually, okay, because I'll put Henry to bed and he'll put Casey to bed. And it just works out that way. And so but he decided to put both boys to bed. And he did that when we had the long weekend. We had a PA day, and then we had the weekend. And then we had family day, and he put them to bed that weekend, and it was so nice. It was just a nice break to have, and just to get a little bit extra time to myself at nighttime, and it worked out great. But last night he put Casey to bed, and Casey falls asleep no problem. His head hits a pillow, and he listens to Disney music off of the Amazon app. Yep, Disney music. He started listening to music. He never listened to music. Henry has always listened to music, but Casey just started listening to music, I would say probably like 3 months ago. Yeah, a few months ago. So and it's Disney music. So I'll be downstairs and I'll hear Hakuna Matata, and I'll be downstairs singing to it. Hakuna Matata means no worries, you know. I know that's because our house is small and sound travels, you know. But he doesn't take long to fall asleep. It's Henry who takes a long time to fall asleep. And you want to know why? Because he's a chatterbox. He will talk and talk and talk. And he used to be never like that, but just up to, I don't know, past couple of months, I would say, every night it takes like an hour to put him to bed because he's a chatterbox. And they're like, zip it, you know, like, where is the off switch? You know, and then he'll do like a fake out. You know, you'll think, oh, okay, finally he's asleep, or he's almost asleep. No, he starts talking again. And it doesn't matter how many times, you know, I say, okay, you know, it's time to go to sleep, no more talking, but he still talks. So it takes like an hour to put him to bed. And then so I'm downstairs, and I thought, oh great, it's actually early enough, I can watch a movie. So I decided to watch the second part of The Hobbit. And I was watching it for a good hour. I would say good hour. I got right into it for the first hour. And then I guess he wanted mommy, so I had to go upstairs and finish putting him to bed. So, but I really did try, you know. Yeah, I think it took me probably 20 minutes. So that's better than an hour, because it's just nice having a break, because yeah, so when it takes like an hour and all he does is talk, and ask you questions, you know, and I mean, it's funny, I don't mind it for a little bit, but after a certain time, it's like, okay, time to go to sleep, close your eyes, you know. So yeah, but he wanted mommy. He wasn't going to sleep until mommy came up there, so mommy to the rescue, and he went to sleep 20 minutes later, and I got to watch more of The Hobbit, but I didn't get to finish all of it because it's like 3 hours long. I think I have like around 20 minutes left. I know, I was really, really close to finishing it, and I love the second one because my hot elf, moose call, my hot elf is in the second Hobbit. Yes, my Legolas, yes, and Endo Bloom. Yeah, enough said. That boy knows his way around a bow and arrow, shooting those orcs. Yeah. I love it when he gets 2-for-1 with the arrow right through the head. Like, oh, nice shot. Yeah, that's my favorite part. Any scene with Legolas in it. Yeah. Oh, she has had treats. And now she's getting more treats. Yeah. She knows what she's doing. I tell you, she's smart. She knows what she wants and she gets it. Yes. Yeah. So I felt good of just watching The Hobbit, and I'll finish it today probably. And yeah. That's why I was like calling Casey Gandalf. Yeah, because I had the Brumple. I was like, okay, Gandalf. I know it's at the very end, and it's like, I was like, oh, so close to finishing it. But it was like going on 11 o'clock, and I'm like, no, I have to go to bed. If I would have been up till like 11:30, so yeah, I had to go to bed. I know. That's such a good movie. So I'm going to watch the third one. I watched the first one last week. It might take me another week to watch the third one. Just depends. But I was like, oh my gosh, it's 8:30. I can actually watch a full movie tonight. Because if I watch a movie at night, I have to start it like before 9. So to finish it at a decent time. So, but I want to watch all 3 Hobbits and then Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Yeah. That's the plan. Oh, I love those movies. Alright, I am going to finish this delicious cup of coffee, and I don't know what she wants. Probably crunchies in her bowl. Even though there's crunchies in her bowl, yeah, you always have to kind of trick her and put a few more in. Yeah. Alright, so I hope everyone has a wonderful day, and yeah, we'll see what the day brings us today. I'm not sure. I'm just going to go with the flow. But for now, I'm going to finish coffee and maybe finish The Hobbit. Alright, and I will be back. I finished watching The Hobbit while I was finishing up my cup of coffee. And then had breakfast and had my second cup of coffee. And I forgot to mention last night, because there's a scene in it where I skipped a lot of it, because that scene included spiders. Big spiders. Yeah, I skipped that part. I don't do spiders, that part was a little gross. And I know in Lord of the Rings, I think it's the last movie in the series, there's a spider in that one too. But that one has only one spider. This scene had a whole bunch of spiders, and they weren't your typical house spider. No. So I skipped through that. So that's why it's like I only had like around 20 minutes to watch. So I finished that up. And now I'm watching Superstore as I fold some lovely laundry. I cleaned up the living room, tidied it up, folded the blankets, vacuumed, Swiffer, dusted, all that jazz. And just did that, and yeah, so I'm just folding laundry right now, so that when I go upstairs I can put it away. And I've been going through my cookbooks, deciding what to cook. So I got my Magnolia table one, Joanna Gaines, and my Golden Girls one, and just trying to decide which recipe to cook next. Yeah, so I'm going to continue folding laundry. It is almost lunchtime. And I'm watching Superstore, so I'm going to continue doing that. Oh, and my assistant is not too far. So here's my nice big pile of laundry. I'm watching a Superstore on Netflix. And my supervisor, oh, there she is. Yeah, doing what she does best, don't you? Yeah, looking out the window. Hi. I must have missed the memo. It's nap time. And voila, one basket done, clothes are folded. Now, who's gonna bring them upstairs and put them away? Any volunteers? Well, I have the house to myself. It's just me and Lois right now. I really had to go to the dentist. He is getting a cavity fixed, so we're going to enjoy some peace and quiet. It's not very often I get the house to myself, and when I do, I enjoy every second and every minute of it, because it's blissful. It really is. Yeah. So I'm going to bring up the folded clothes upstairs and bring them up. Yeah, bring them upstairs and put them away. There's a squirrel out here eating the seeds, and he looks like he has burrs on his tail. Poor little guy. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of hard. Yeah, right there. He has like 3 little burrs on his tail. Poor guy. Oh, I guess it doesn't seem to bother him. Bird feeders are like half empty, both of them. So, yeah. Anyways, and I think I decided which recipe to make. I'm going to make one from the Golden Girls. Yep. And I rearranged my counter because my cookbooks were falling down. Like the one side of them was like falling over. So I had to like push them to the other end of the counter. I'll turn the camera around and show you. There we go. It's not too big of a change. Just moved the cookbooks over here. That way they're, you know, more sturdy. And basket makes everything look nice and tidy. For all our chargers and cords, Justin Bieber CDs. Yeah, so yeah. Looks good. And yeah, I have to clean the cupboards up here. I gotta really clean up here. But I don't know when I'll get to that. There's just too much to do and not enough hours in the day. Yeah. But for now, I want to try and tackle our bedroom upstairs. So I'm going to do that. Well, this is a mess I have to deal with. I got stuffies over there. That's garbage. DVDs I have to go away. More stuffies over there. More stuffies. Gotta clear off my white table. Or something else. So this is my side of the room. This side is always worse. And yeah, it's gonna take a few days. But I'm gonna start right now. I'm gonna go abracadabra, baby. Oh, you come to help me? No? Yeah? Was that a yes? Well, I hope that was a yes. It's like, what are you doing on the floor? So I'm starting with the closet, and this is why I don't clean my room very often, because I get distracted and I see stuff and it's like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, you know? So I have like a bin of big bags, like, that, you know, if you need, if we're traveling or, you know, road tripping or, you know, whatever, you know, sometimes you need something bigger than a purse. This was one of the bags I found, I would say probably about a year and a half ago, probably like 3-4 months before the craziness started last year. And I got it at a thrift store really, really cheap. And I'm like, oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. And it's this really pretty turtle bag. And I bought it because we have like a beach close to us. And we try to take the boys there once a year. At least try to get there once in the summer. And of course we didn't do that last year because of all this crazy stuff going on in the world. But hopefully this summer we can make a trip out there because it's just a little beach and there's like a playground that is in the shape of a pirate ship, and there's a splash pad, and there's a picnic table so you can have a picnic. That's what we would usually do. We would pack a picnic and my mom and dad would come with us, and sometimes my sisters, and it was just fun. I think one year my nephew came with us, and it's just fun. And there's also like a kind of like a little restaurant, like not restaurant, but like you can get food. You can get like hamburgers, you know, order it, take it to go. Hamburgers, fries, ice cream, which is so good because it's like the soft serve and it is delicious, and all at really good, decent prices. And that is not your bag. Excuse me, what are you doing? Excuse me, what are you doing? Oh yeah, so that's why I bought this bag, because, but little did I know I wouldn't be using it. Yeah, if only we knew back then what we know now. Yeah. Yeah, because it's kind of perfect to put like maybe a couple of towels in there, spare clothes, you know, sunscreen, you know, it's perfect size for that. So hopefully I get to use it this summer. I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. Fingers crossed this summer is a lot better than last summer. Yeah. Okay, so this, excuse me, you're not helping. This needs to get hung back up on the wall when I'm done redoing our bedroom, painting it and everything. This I had, well, since 2007, baby. Alright, let's go down memory lane. Everybody else is doing it, so why not? Okay, so this was my very first concert that I went to, Bare Naked Ladies, in London with my dad. And they were awesome, and of course, you're making us very hard, kitty. That was when Steve Page was in the band, and if you know, he's no longer in the band, because he had a drug issue, unfortunately. You are making us very difficult. Yeah, so definitely have to put this back up on the wall, and that's my ticket. Oh, that was just like one of the best concerts I've seen besides New Kids on the Block. I love New Kids on the Block too, but this is my favorite Canadian band, and yeah, so this is definitely going to go back up on the wall. Yeah. Lois, and you probably saw My Little Pony. Yep, that's mine. Or it could have been my sister's and I stole it. Probably, these were probably my sisters and I stole them. But I didn't steal this. This guy's mine. Who remembers this guy? 1984. He doesn't work anymore. He needs batteries, but he would make noise and probably sing. I got him in Cincinnati when my aunt and uncle lived there. When I was a kid. Still have him. Yes, and I still have this furry beast right here. Yes. Yay! Oh, look at this cute guy. This is my nephew. That's Xander. I wonder how old he was. Should put him with my pictures. Oh, what's this? Oh, here we go. Here's a good one. This is my mom's wedding picture. Look at, there's my mom. And my dad. Oh, look at. Oh, handsome. I got two of these. Why do I have two? Alright, I don't know, but I do. I got two. I'm not getting much cleaning done, am I? No. I'm not. Let's take a good look at this. And let me see, let me take a closer look. Let me see, oh, that's my Aunt Jane. My mom's sister. And that's my Aunt Judy, my mom's sister. Oh, I think that's my cousin Amy right there. Yeah. Memories! Her dress was beautiful. Here's grade 8, class of 1995. Circle of Life. Oh, this is good. I have the real one, the colored one somewhere. Look at that cutie. Look at her. Oh, isn't she cute? Oh, she's a cutie. Tell ya. What a babe. Yeah, little stuff. See what else. Let me see what else I can find in here. Alright, so my grad trip, grade 8 grad trip, we went to Toronto, okay? Here's a little write-up about it. The Toronto trip this year was a booming success. We arrived at Malden, my school, around 5:30 a.m. for a baggage check. Everybody was clean. We left the school at 6:30 a.m. Not sure what they were expecting to find. We were grade 8. We stopped, and it wasn't that kind of school. We stopped in West Lawn for breakfast after eating. Everyone was more awake. Okay, really should use a comma right there. Because after it sounds like we were eating. Everyone, okay, after eating, okay, there should be a comma there. Everyone was more awake. We arrived in Toronto around 10:45 a.m. and we went to the Hockey Hall of Fame. I remember that part. I've been there twice. I love it. Among all the things to do and see, the best things were announced in the hockey game, goaltending and taking shots and finding out how fast you can shoot a puck. I think that all the people who saw a Stanley Cup were impressed. Then we were off to the Parliament buildings. Boring. When you're in grade 8, yeah, boring. Since we were an hour early, we just looked around a little and left. We then walked down Yonge Street and Eaton Centre. We spent a couple of hours stopping and eating. We arrived at the Ramonda Inn and were there for an hour. We changed into our dressy clothes, most of us, and left for the Medieval Times Theatre. Oh my gosh, I remember that. Most of the people enjoyed this the best. Oh yes, especially us girls. Because you know how the medieval times you have different knights or different colors, okay? So a section will get, like, say the red knight, and a section would get, say, the green knight. Well, our section got the blue knight, and he was so stinking cute. At least to, 13-year-old me, he was. And looking back, I have pictures. I'll probably have to save that for another day, because this vlog is going to be too long going down memory lane. But looking back, and it was like, no, this guy was not that cute. But, 13-year-old me thought he was cute. And I remember being so upset because they throw roses out to the crowds, to the ladies. And I remember being so upset, so ticked off that I did not get a rose. Like, how rude. Yes. Let me see. We were served an appetizer, a whole chicken, ribs, potatoes, coke, and pastries from the castle. While waiting, various medieval challenges were performed. We were cheering for the Blue Knight, who only lost one fight. He lost his fight with the Red Knight. Of course, we had no utensils to eat with, so it looked like our class. It looked like our class at lunchtime. After 2 hours of screaming and eating, we went back to the hotel, and students had to go to the rooms. We were taped in. They would tape the outside of our doors, so they would know if one of us snuck out, the tape would be broken. See, no trust. Don't blame them. I mean, we were 13. Yeah. People put notes under the doors, and their parents splashed water at them. We were given a wake-up call at 7 a.m. and were checking out of the hotel at 8:30 a.m. We then went to the Golden Griddle for our delicious breakfast of pancakes, eggs, bacon, sausage, orange juice, French toast, and toast. Okay. Next we went to Casa Loma and climbed up the towers and ran screaming through the tunnels. Casa Loma was an interesting structure and very big. We then left to go to the Science Center. See, I remember Casa Loma. I do not remember the Science Center, so the Science Center must have been boring. I know. And I've been there. I have been. My friend and I took a trip, or just the two of us, to Toronto. Before kids, before husbands, before significant others, we took a trip and we did a Science Center, and it was like, whoa, yeah. It's fun if you have kids, but if you're not a kid, it's not. We didn't find it too fun. Alright, and okay, during somebody's, I'm not going to try to pronounce that, presentation in the planetarium, some people, not mentioning any names, fell asleep. Everyone else thought it was interesting, and we ate and spent an hour or two looking at the exhibits, which I do not remember. We then took the long bus ride home, stopping in Cambridge, where people split up and went out for dinner. Everyone had a fabulous time, and all the thanks goes to Mr. Palumbo, who was an awesome teacher, Mr. McMartin, who was also an awesome teacher, and Mrs. Tessay, who was my teacher, and she was awesome, and all the parents and chaperones. Good memories. Yeah, but I swear I do not remember. Oh wait, maybe I do. Oh, I do remember. Oh, there we go. Yeah, okay, maybe I do remember the science place. Yeah, okay. Now it's coming back to me. You know, it takes time. You know, it's coming back, and I do have pictures. I'll have to find them. And they're probably over there. Well, we'll leave that for another day. Oh, that's fine. I'm not getting much cleaning done. No, I'm not. No. This was my pony. Although she has a mohawk going on right now, she needs some tender loving care. So yes, I think I will get her back into good pony form. Make her look pretty again. Yeah. Oh boy, memories. Oh, and I also found these. These must have fallen out of something because I have the necklace to this also, and that is in another container right across the room. Beauty and the Beast. I got these when I was a kid, probably like around 8 or 9. It's from Avon. Yeah, Avon. And I have the bell necklace also. So I'm not sure how these got out, how these got separated. Oops. So I told you I am not getting a lot of cleaning done. I mean, this is why I don't clean my room. I get distracted. Oh, yeah. They are, and I'm going to start wearing these. I'm going to wear them tomorrow. Mrs. Potts. They're earrings. Kind of hard to focus camera. Focus camera. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to wear them tomorrow, because why not? Yeah, and they're, you know, pierced. So, I haven't worn them since I was probably 8 or 9, so I'm going to wear them tomorrow. Yeah. See? This is the reward for cleaning my room. Yeah. Got my grandma's knitting needles. Very hard to open with one hand. There we go. Yep, it's a whole set. I think I need to start taking up knitting again. Yeah. Just simple stuff though. Nothing complicated. Alright, I'm gonna put that right there. Alright. Wow. I didn't get much done. No. But I had fun going down memory lane. It's like everybody's doing it, and I'm cleaning my room, and there's a lot of memories. Yeah. So why not? And that's a wrap. All done. Yeah. So I organized and sorted the bottom of the closet. I still have to do what's hanging and like on top. But that's going to be another day. That's all garbage. Just pretty much two pillows that were old and had to get tossed, and the boys' stuffed animals. I'm going to leave the stuffed animals for another day because I want to gather them all together in the same spot and go through them at the same time in one, like, you know, in one day, and just have that. But I want to get the cleaning of the room done first, and then I'll go through the stuffed animals and decide which ones to keep and which ones to donate. So yeah. Anyways, that's a good job done. I feel good. I feel accomplished. Just gotta do the other side of our room. But here's my supervisor. What do you think? Do you approve? Yeah? Okay, good. 2 paws up? Okay, good. Oh, well, thank you. I did a good job. I know. Thank you. Yeah, so, I probably won't get up here till next week because tomorrow I have to go grocery shopping. So, yeah, every time I get up here and I do a little bit, it helps. Every little bit helps, and I will get this room clean, back in order. It's been a long time coming because we just, you know, our room gets put on the back burner, you know. Yeah, like I said, there needs to be more hours in the day to finish everything. So, yeah, anyways, that's it. Boys are officially home. Oh, so they are outside playing for a little bit. I'm going to go through their backpacks and organize them. Yeah, mom stuff, you know, because if I don't do it, nobody will do it. Yeah. So I'm going to do that. I opened the door, and Henry he's getting out of the van, and he's like, I farted twice in the car. And I'm like, gee, thanks. It's just what I need to know. You know, I tell you, it's all about poops, farts, and burps, boys. Yeah. But the kid makes me laugh. It's like, okay, I did not really need to know that, but, you know, he thought I did. So, yeah, I had a good laugh. Oh, boys. Like I said, you know, earlier this morning, never a dull moment, no. Alright, so I'm going to say goodnight and just end the vlog. We're winding down and it's about 5:30. It feels like it's later. I wish it was bedtime. Oh, yes, I do. I could go to bed right now. But I have lunches to make. Casey has a little bit of homework to do. I'm going to take a look at it again. I know it's not a lot. So, we are going to do that and, yeah, go to bed. Yeah, that's the plan. So I'll be going to No Frills tomorrow. You guys can come grocery shopping with me, and we'll see what kind of deals we find and what's new at No Frills. Alright, so take care, be blessed, and I'll see you in the morning with a cup of coffee. Bye!